If I was to rewind the clock 20 years ago, I would do things very differently. In this video, I am going to show you the checklist that you need to be installing into your career so that you can thrive instantly in this career of musical theatre. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Firstly, my name's Dean John Wilson and I am the head mentor of the VCA. I have been running this company for the last 10 years professionally, working with performers across the globe to get them out of their comfort zone and get them thriving in this industry. So this is the start of the checklist. If I could rewind the clock and go way back when I graduated drama school, the first thing that I would do is invest in myself. That's the number one rule. I wish there were people out there who were offering that wealth of advice and expertise on the industry, because what do successful people in any field all have in common? They all have one common denominator, and that is they all have mentors. Whether they are a sports person, a musician, actor, performer, whatever field and whatever chosen field they're in, they all have that one thing in common. They all have mentors. Mentors who make it their life's work to not only teach you the ways of the industry, but teach you and show you the mistakes that they've made along the way so that you can learn from their mistakes, which ultimately fast tracks your results. Now, here's the thing. You can do what I did for a very long time, which was go about it yourself. But essentially what you are doing there, and what I did for many years, was move the goalposts. And that ball was never really landing in the back of the net. And I just did it through trial and error. And I've still got some ways to go, of course, as we all do. However, through trial and error, I got to a place where I have 20 years of trial and error behind me. And that's what I give back to my members inside of the VCA, so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did once upon a time, and ultimately faster track your results to get you to where you want and ultimately deserve to be in this industry. So that'll be my first: hire a mentor. Hire someone who has a bunch of credibility, has a wealth of knowledge on the industry, knows exactly what they're talking about, and can help you and guide you and nurture you to thrive in this industry. Now, there are many coaches out there. I don't profess to be inventing the wheel or creating fire. A lot of what most coaches out there teach, you can find online. You can find on YouTube videos much like this. But having somebody in your corner and is quick to raise their hand and support you and hold you accountable as and when you need it is the piece de la résistance. Really is the de la creme. Having somebody who's willing to support you as and when you need it, through the highs and through the lows. And what I pride myself on here at the VCA is teaching you everything that they teach you at drama school, but also teaching you everything that they don't teach you at drama school. That's my forte. And my mission has always been simple. Off the record between you and I've had a very successful career, and I continue to have a very successful career, and it's had some wonderful highs, but equally it's had some not so wonderful lows. And my mission has always been simple: to try and help you achieve some and more and beyond what I've had the amazing opportunity to see and be a part of some wonderful productions, but also teach you about the laws of the industry and how to navigate around those, because not only does that affect you financially, physically, but it really affected me mentally. It is something that I put my entire focus on to ensure that you thrive through these laws. And we work in a hard way, but in a very smart way, to ensure that you are able to pick yourself up and navigate yourself around these times of hardship and uncertain times. Because coming into this industry and This is your choice going into this industry. You have to be willing to build a thick skin. And how to deal with rejection is super important, because you're going to be faced with a lot of it, regardless of how talented you are. It's as simple as that. 1 minute you're here, and then in the next breath you're here. And I am living proof of that. Number 2 on the checklist would be to listen to your heart. Don't listen to your head, because you're going to be hearing from a lot of your competitors, your peers, who are only thinking about one thing and one thing only. Number 1, which is themselves. Whether they are friends, family, people around you that you hold them really dear in your hearts. If they're peers and competitors, they're only out for one thing, themselves. And if they could, they would throw you down the stairs to have what you have. So comparing yourself to others, which we've all done. I've done it a bunch of times in my career, and I've learned and quickly learned that it's not helpful. It's really not helpful, and it's easier said than done. However, your unique asset and your unique selling point is, in fact, you. Nobody sounds like you. Nobody performs and has your energy when you walk into a room, when you walk into a rehearsal space. Nobody has that. But there are so many people out there, performers especially, who compare themselves to others and try to mold themselves around their peers. But they're already taken. That voice is already taken. That energy is already taken. So being a carbon copy or a version of somebody else, you're not in the market of one anymore. You're in the market of many. And your most unique selling point is you. As I said, no one sounds like you. No one looks like you. No one has your energy. No one has your efforts. No one has your charisma, your charm. And that is in the market of one. And that's you, my friend. So if I could go back and turn the clock back, I'd stop comparing myself to others, and I would get out of this imposter syndrome. It is easier said than done, and it does take some time and practice. There are so many boxes that you can tick and you can fit into, and there are things completely out of your control. We see it all the time in the industry of musical theatre, and those boxes that we physically can't tick are with the powers that be. So all you can do is show up, make sure that you've done the work, and perform at your best, and ensure that the next time you go in for an audition or walk into a rehearsal space, you've learned from what didn't work last time. And if something doesn't go your way, you move on to the next. And if something doesn't go your way on the next one, you move on to the next. And so it's a conveyor belt, one after another. But you maintaining and keeping that relentless consistency is what is going to make you come out on top and ultimately win the game. Find something that fires you up. Find something that makes you happy outside of this bubble of musical theatre, because that's all it is. It's very temporary. The people that you share a rehearsal room with, the people that you share an audition space with, people in this industry, it's all very fleeting, it's all very superficial, and it is, in fact, that bubble. So I would say, alongside what you're doing right now, which is musical theatre and a performing arts industry, find something that fires you up. Find something that really sets your soul on fire, whatever that may be. And if you don't know what that is right now, that's okay. The way to find what that is just by trying things. That could be swimming. That could be knitting. That could be coaching. That was my passion. My passion was to help people just like you thrive in this industry of musical theatre. And I just happened to be fairly decent at it and know a thing or two about performing and the voice and how to market yourself and manage careers. So for me, it doesn't feel like work. Giving back, it sets my soul on fire, which is the reason why I get up every day and look forward to talking to my camera and helping people much like yourself. So find something else to do alongside what you do. Because if you put all of your eggs into one basket, which is performing, we all know, you and I both know that there's no longevity in it. There's no security in it. I tell a lie. There is longevity in it if you navigate it in a very specific, strategic way. But there is no security in it. You may go from job to job for 10 years, 20 years. But then again, you might be out of work for 5 years, 5 months, 5 weeks. It doesn't really matter how long you're out of work for. It matters how much energy you've put into that basket. Meaning, if you put every part of your being into this one specific job, that job's only going to last for however long the contract is. And then if you're out of work for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, well, that's going to feel like 6 years. So find something else to keep you occupied, to find something that really does set your soul on fire alongside what you're doing. And who knows, if you can enjoy something, and even if you can teach something that you're really passionate about, that you can get out of your head and people can learn something from what you know and you're really passionate about, and you become a little bit of a genius at it, hey, you might even be able to make a business and a living from it. And you can then pick and choose what you want to do in terms of your career, rather than being a slave to your career in musical theatre. Because so many people do fall into that trap, and I did that for a lot of years, having to pay my taxes, having to live the London life, and just live off my savings. And it's no fun. So you find something that you're really passionate about, and something that sets your soul on fire, and something that you look forward to doing every single day. And that's it. If I could turn the clock back 20 years, I would absolutely do that. But my number one rule would be, is hire somebody to have in your corner, fight in your corner, support you as and when you need it, who has a wealth of knowledge and credibility in the industry to get you from where you're currently at to where it is that you want to go. It all just depends on your level of commitment. If you're kind of committed, that's not going to work in this industry, I'm afraid, even with the best coach in the world. But if you are all in and you're ready to go and nothing else matters, and you've got the eye on the prize and you're really goal orientated, then having someone in your corner to facilitate that and support that is the holy grail. That's it. That's all I've got. Listen, if you're enjoying these videos, I really appreciate you sitting down with me for 10, 15 minutes at a time between my one-to-one sessions. Quick story time. YouTube, I'm not anticipating hundreds of thousands of views and likes, and it's not about that for me. If my message lands with just one of you, 2 of you, 5 of you, if I get 20 views, it doesn't matter. If it lands with somebody and someone learns something from these videos, these unedited long-form content, and you get a bunch of value from them and you get some amazing results from them, my work is done. But my story is, I jumped on with a member, earlier on today, and they said, Dino, I saw one of your YouTube videos and I got so much insight and so much value. I felt absolutely compelled to jump on a call with you, because I thought, if I can achieve these results with my level of commitment right now, with just watching some YouTube videos, imagine what I could achieve actually sitting down and committing to a 180-day program, a 12-month program, working in a really hyper-focused way, having your undivided attention. What would that look like? My work here is done. So I really do hope this lands with you, and I hope you got some value from it. There are a bunch of videos in and around YouTube, longer form content that helps with vocal health, that helps with riffs and runs, how to market yourself. And of course, over the coming weeks, I'll be producing and putting out more content for you guys and girls. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment on things that you would like help with. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one.